music off. Okay, everybody's happy. Alright, welcome back everybody. You're watching the Premier League Season 3. My name's Trumpman. I will be casting this match, Absolute Legends versus Pulse. This is Game 3 in a best-of-3 series. Both teams tied up 1 apiece. This will seal the deal. Absolute Legends looking to get their second win of the season, while Pulse, if they can win this, it will be their #1 victory. Only their second game played, so obviously they haven't had as many games on the board. I think Virtus Pro are currently have the most games under the belt at 4. Also, taking a little while to consider how long, well, taking a little while to consider this ban here, going over and overtime, and they open up with the Darkseer ban. And immediately, Absolute Legends say, you know what, none of that Wagamama on Dirge, that's not happening. Banning him straight away, no thought taken, no thought taken at all, just insta-ban, just straight away. Take it out, get rid of it. Pulso, they still have plenty of good heroes left to ban out. In fact, I'm kind of hoping we see a... Oh, no, Batrider gets banned out. But I'm kind of hoping we see an Invoker. I haven't seen an Invoker in a couple of games. I would like to see a nice Invoker play. And of course, Invoker, when played correctly, is one of the more entertaining heroes to watch. I would also like to see a couple of the new heroes pop through as well. But the question is, will Jakiro or Templar Assassin get knocked out here? Both of them have been very common in terms of bans for the first series of bans. Might manage to sneak through, might not. Of course, Rubik is still up for grabs as well. In fact, Absolute Legends have... I think they've picked Rubik every single match so far tonight. All 4 of the games played so far. I'm pretty sure they've picked him up. But it looks like Linnea will be the first ban. Pulse now with the first pick available to them. What will they go with here? Plenty of good heroes on the board if they want it. That's it. Darkseer has been knocked out this time. Darkseer's actually managed to see a bit of playtime this couple of series. Both series he's been picked up at least once. So he's managed to sneak through that banning pool, which is kind of nice. Jakiro, though, will be the first pick from Pulse. A very solid support pick, so can't really go wrong with that Jakiro pick. Absolute Legends now, they have the chance to pick a nice combo. In fact, I think they might get... I was about to say they're going to go for the Wisp because they didn't ban it, and they have not wanted Pulse anywhere near that Wisp. And now they can go for the combo. They can pick up the Wisp Tiny or Wisp Chaos Knight if they want to. It's wide open there. They could even wait to see which one they prefer if they want to.
10 seconds remaining. Or
what's left if Pulse decide to grab up one of their heroes. One of them for themselves. I think they're probably discussing. Of course, we saw a Wisp Sven combo earlier as well, which was effective up until the point that... things started to fall apart from Moscow 5. It was relatively effective though. It could have been a lot worse.
Chaos Knight.
And it will be the ever popular Wisp Chaos Knight combo. So there you go. Now Pulse with their own turn to double pick and combo it up. What will they decide to go with? You've got one of the supports sorted out. I think we'll probably see one of the suicide solos and possibly the solo mid get picked up here. Some of the primary farmers anyway. They'll probably leave the last support. They'll probably leave the second support until last, or rather the soft support. They could even, oh shit, they could even grab up something like a Enigma now if they wanted to. They will want to avoid sort of a split push lineup because it doesn't work too well against, as we've seen, it does not work too well when you've got the Wisp on the ball who's just teleporting around the map, picking off your Furion or your Tinker who's trying to push it. They just come out of nowhere and then beat you down with extreme prejudice. So I think they might want to avoid that. That said, if they could go for a big AoE team fight, that wouldn't hurt either. If they just, they could pick up a Key for the Light and a Clinks. Okay then. Clinks, if it gets a fair amount of if it gets a good amount of early farm and gets a quick Orchid, it can be very instrumental in pushing down, in picking off heroes in early team fights, as well as the fact that Searing Arrows works on towers, so he does do a lot of damage to towers as well. Key for the Light's pretty good to counter pushing and pushing separate lanes by himself, but they won't really be able to use his global presence all that much because, of course, Wisp and Chaos Knight will shut that down fairly easily together.
10 seconds.
Now, Absolute Legends, they might decide to pick up Bounty Hunter here, who has been a bit of a common pick lately as a suicide solo, and he does work against Clinks nicely, helps gank him, helps when it comes to the ganking the Clinks business, helps not so much, it's better than Dust in terms of the fact that not only does it light him up, but it lasts longer, gives a negative armor debuff, and mainly it gives the speed buff, because even if you can see Clinks, it's like trying to chase down a broodmother through a network of webs. She's just so fast, you just can't catch it. And same for Clinks. Windwalk gives him, I think, a 44% move speed increase at level 4. You just can't catch the guy, even if you can see him. If you don't have a complete mess of stuns to lock him down, he just speeds away, laughing himself stupid. So I think a Bounty Hunter pick would probably be in order. If they don't pick Bounty Hunter here, I think Pulse will more than likely ban him out. They've got some spare bans here. 3 bans to go with in the second phase. And they go with the Invoker pick, so there we go.
Dire team ban.
And this to me says they want to gank hard and gank fast. And Invoker in the solo mid, Chaos Knight and Wisp together. And if they back him up with another hero as well, they could toss in a Leshrac or something as well to back him up. That is also a possibility. They could throw in a Leshrac to back up the Wisp and the Chaos Knight, or even just Wisp and Chaos Knight together. Wisp and Chaos Knight together is probably actually not. I think they might actually go for a 1-1-2 and a jungler. In this case, Chen is also available. And Chen, of course, with the Wisp and Chaos Knight tether, the heal down that tether is fantastic. So I think if they, yeah, there we go. Pulse, they know it. They ban the Chen. They get rid of that Chen, make sure it's not available. But I was about to say, with Sunstrike and then the tether stun, the Chaos Bolt, that's probably enough to finish someone. They don't really need a third stun in the mix as well. But the heal would have been fantastic. Unfortunately, that won't be the case though. Chen is very wisely banned. In fact, had they picked the Chen, they probably would have banned the Invoker, I think. That or even... No, they wouldn't have picked... Oh, I doubt they would have picked the Invoker actually, but they could have banned him. So they decide they want the Invoker more, which, I mean... For success, for the guaranteed success of the Wisp and Chaos Knight, the Chen is not necessary. It's great to have, it's a great combo, but it's not required. Whereas having Wisp, Chaos Knight, and Invoker is a much more reliable kill factor, just because this combo relies, like the Wisp and the Chaos Knight, they're reliant on securing kills early on and dominating their lane through that kill threat. Whereas Chen, while he helps heal them up, makes them hard to kill, they're more about aggression than anything else, and Invoker brings more to the table in that sense. Now, they have banned out the Nagasara, and I do appreciate it. It's because, of course, she's a bit of a buzzkill when it comes to trying to gank and push. As it looks like... Oh, okay. We have people spamming. Goodbye. Get rid of these people spamming in the chat. Apparently, my mods have gone to sleep and gone to work, so there is that. But now the final ban for Absolute Legend, and there we go. Bounty Hunter was banned by Pulse. I did expect that. Just because he is very useful against Clinks, and of course they haven't secured their suicide. If they're actually planning on a suicide cell, I still think it might be a 1-1-2 and a jungler. So that, yeah, they would need that suicide solo, or they could go for a 2-1-2. That is also still a possibility. But I feel like a 2-1. I feel like a 1-1-1. Sorry, a 1-1-2 and a jungler is more likely from AL here. And they still have some decent choices. If they want to push early, they can grab Enchantress, who's still available, or Enigma is still on the board as well. Will give them some nice teamfight potential, which they will really appreciate. Actually, they ban out the Titan, and that to me says they want an Enigma. Pulse could snag them for themselves though, if they want that Enigma, and he would fit in quite nicely if they want him. Pulse though, they've got their support sorted out. They're looking for... Oh wow, I was about to say they're looking for some solos. I was not expecting Puck. Puck definitely... he might be able to handle Chaos Knight and Wisp, but I think they have too much stun for him. Unless he gets a really fantastic phase shift dodge. He needs to be able to dodge the Chaos Bolt or he's in a lot of trouble. I don't know if he can handle it though. He may actually have to take the safe lane. They might actually go for Clinks mid, Puck in the safe lane, and then take Jakiro, Keeper Light, and another hero to go toe to toe with the Chaos Knight and the Wisp. I don't think Puck can handle it on his own, to be honest. We've seen Puck. He used to be really popular as a suicide solo, and then Anti-Mage started getting played more aggressively, and he started trashing Puck left, right, and center. And then Puck pretty much faded into obscurity after the Gigabyte Dota Masters. Never saw him again after that for a while. Oh, whoa, wow. Doombringer, that's an aggressive pick. Doom, of course, can shut down a hero nice and easy. Just Doom takes a hero out of the fight, makes it pretty much a 4v5 straight away from there. Enigma was picked by Absolute Legends. That gives them some nice teamfight potential, and that jungler that I was talking about. Now, Ale, they are looking for their suicide solo. Windrunner's still on the board if they want her. She is available. Obviously, Darks is not available. Broodmother was banned, so I think Windrunner's probably the best one left. Obviously, we've seen heroes like Rubik. Titan is gone, but Rubik and Sand King have also been used as suicide solos in the past. I don't think they'll do that well. I think Windrunner's probably the best choice at the moment.
Reserve time.
And now, what have we got coming? So, Doombringer. Okay, so I think it's going to be... I think it's actually going to be Puck Suicide Solo, Clinks mid, Keeper of the Light, Jakiro working together, and Doom in the jungle. Or they might just try and farm Doom normally. We'll see. And Mirana is the final pick. Okay, Mirana, definitely a possibility. She was used as a suicide solo going back a long way. I mean, this is a long way, but was I think this is going back all the way to the first international. That was Mirana. She was being used very commonly as a suicide solo. As time progressed, a lot of teams really started favouring Windrunner over her. And it just came down to the fact that Windrunner just had a little bit less farm dependent and the stun obviously was a pretty big deal as well. But let's call the players and the heroes. So playing on the Radiant side for Absolute Legends, we have Come With Me on Wisp, Vigos playing the Chaos Knight, Freezer playing Mirana, Mania on Enigma, and Sony playing Invoker. For the Dire side for Pulse Gaming, we have got Wagamama on the Doombringer, Bonza playing Keeper of the Light, I assume it's a stand-in because he's the only one still not tagged up, Pinoy playing the Puck, Rishon playing Clinks, and Fishbone on Jakiro. And it looks like that Pinoy on Puck, that actually to me says he might actually be the solo mid. And yes, he is. He is the solo mid there. And Wagamama, what is this? Is he trying to jungle the enemy jungle? As Pinoy wants to shout out to Mina Barona, whoever that is. Okay, won't too many shout-outs there, but this is an interesting decision. Doom, what has he got there? No, those look like laning items, not jungling items. They're actually going to be laning Doom as an offensive trial, and that is definitely not what I expected. Is he trying for a ganking Doom or something, maybe? Oh, wow, what a shot on Clinks. They spotted him up with a ward there. He was not expecting that at all. They catch him out with the Sentry Ward as well, and the first blood. Rishon would be spitting chips at that. So unlucky. He was thinking, yeah, you know what, I'm okay here. They can't see me. As well, I'll bring up the Radiant Vision. Look at that. He was just on the edge there of that ward. Unlucky. Unlucky indeed. Bring back the All Vision there. It's not a huge blow on the fact that Clinks doesn't actually lose any farm for that. He's out in the turn. He's already back for his range creep. But in terms of the fact he's given away money, the first blood money, that's probably going to piss him off a little bit. Now Wisp coming from behind, and Tedder's in on Puck. Oh wow, look at that, just the auto attack damage there from Invoker, trading hits already, and he gets cleaned up there. Mirana comes in as well with the double damage. That's unnecessary, her presence is not even necessary. And Absolute Legends all over the show at the moment, and now Mirana and Wisp headed to the bottom lane together.
Denied.
But this is definitely a very dangerous lane for Rishon, especially with the early sentry wards. I assume Wisp is going to head back to top. Yeah, there we go. Okay, he's going back to top. Then Mirana will be taking the solo bottom lane. She's going to be able to harass Wagamama. Wagama's taking a lot of harass there. Here comes the Illuminate. Gets thrown through there. Gets hit by the ice path as well. Takes a lot of damage. And there we go, Wisp has shown up, and the triple stun threat here, even the fact that, there we go, the stun there, 3 seconds stun, the Guardian Orbs as well, doing so much damage, Reality Rift, and they bring down again the Clinks. Clinks getting no farm at all at the moment. This is not going to be fun for him at all.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What are they doing here? He's picked up a Centaur at the moment, he's got one level in... Is he going for stats? No? He just hasn't leveled his level 2 skill yet. He's waiting to see what he wants to go for. I'm still not 100% on what this Doom build is. Wagamama though, I suppose we can't fault him. He obviously showed off his fantastic Dirge skills, so we'll see what he pulls out of the bag this time around. Meanwhile though, Clinks is getting completely manhandled this. I think he possibly needs a rotation up here. There's not a lot he can do about this. He's going to be very underfarmed. And he's not going to be much of a threat in a late game at this rate.
Top tower is under attack.
He's currently sitting on 1 CS. He's going to, and at this rate as well, especially with the aggressive Enigma jungling, they'll be able to push down this tower pretty soon as well. And oh no, the Rev Ward is spotting him up. He gets hit by a tether stun, but he should be able to outrun this. Takes a lot of damage though. He does have
top tower is under attack.
a health potion still though. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, it looks like Wagamama is going to... It looks like they're going to be chasing off Mirana. It looks like they're just trying to push down this tower. Wagamama though, he's picked up 2 levels in level depth. This is an interesting build. We don't normally see this at all. He's going for a very aggressive build. Just going to try and get that level D damage down. Aggressive ward thrown down by the Dire side here, just behind the tower, spot up any possible TP ganks. Not that they really need that spotted up right now, as obviously they have plenty of vision. Ice Path thrown out, misses Mirana, doesn't actually hit a damn thing there. Meanwhile, Clinks is about to get ganked again. Do they have any counter invis tech? Probably they do, actually. I was about to say probably not. But Wisp has apparently picked up enough money from this to grab counter invis tech already, and it's already upgraded the courier to boot as well. A Soul Ring on the way for Enigma. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Puck going toe-to-toe with the Invoker. 15 and 8 for Invoker, Puck 10 and 4, so he's doing okay despite getting ganked fairly early on. And you see there, Clinks just cannot get near this wave. He's barely getting any experience as it is. He's being out-leveled by the dual lane. Not good news at all. Even the support is on par with him. Pinoy now. Puck has gone for an early null talisman. I don't think that's going to go. I think he's just going to hold on to that for an early item. Meanwhile, Wagamama still farming this bottom lane here. I'm still really... I think they're looking for early kills. I'm just not sure what they're doing with this. It's really does not play to the strengths of the buff Doom, which was, you know, was basically Ice Frog said go forth and jungle when he upgraded Devour. So I'm not sure what they're doing with this. Really wish I could ask them. Anyway, oh, Ice Path gets thrown out again. Illuminate dodge though. Mirana managed to dance away from that with a leap. Meanwhile, mid, Sony has picked up his phase, but 700 gold in the bank as well. I feel like a 4-staff is coming on for him. Vigos still pushing down on this top lane. Absolute legends, keeping the pressure on Clinks, giving him absolutely no room to farm. And this is one of the issues with their current setup. I hear an arrow fly out there. It's not going to hit anything. It's a creep though. One of the issues with their current setup is Invoker. Actually, not Invoker. Rather, the solo Puck. He needs levels badly. He can't really gank just yet. At the 2 to 4 minute mark, he's not, or 2 to 6 minute mark, he can't really gank. He really needs his level 6 before he can get in there and set up some ganks. Obviously, his waning rift at level 1 is pathetic. He's already picked up 1 level of phase shift, which by itself at level 1 is also not fantastic. Obviously, the tri lane is not really that leveled either. None of these supports here. Level 2, level 3 Chikura, level 2 Keeper of the Light, and Doom level 4. They can't really counter gank either. They're completely out leveled here. This is a serious issue with what they've got going there. Meanwhile, the jungler here from Enigma is constantly able to apply pressure. They are allowing complete control here from Absolute Legends in their jungle, and I think that Pulse are going to pay the price here. I'm going to say again, this tri-lane is just having... I mean, all it's doing, it's stunting Mirana's farm, but it's kind of okay if Mirana like loses out on farm. I mean, she's a hero that kind of excelled at suicide roles. This isn't a big deal for her, especially since she's getting tower money. She's just 270 GPM. Compare that, she's ahead of 4 heroes on the Dire team. That's not a bad situation for her to be in. And even without farm, she's got her arrow, she's got her nuke, she's got her ult. Phase shift there from Pinoy. He will dance away there with Ethereal Jaunt. Chakra being used to mana him up. Uh-oh, come with me in some trouble. Nope, tethers away. Will escape.
Middle tower is under attack.
Well, Clinks just not getting any farm still. Clinks is up to, where is he? 7 and 2. He's finally managed to secure a little bit of farm, but the pressure is now mid. Absolute Legends have rotated their pressure to mid. Looks like they're going to try and get these early towers. Just keep building this huge early gold. I think if you get all 6 towers down and don't concede one of your own, it's around about a 10,000 gold lead. As you see, ooh, an unusual courier with glowy purple eyes. Wagamama has been left to his own... Oh, okay, he's going for the super quick farm here. He's actually started to max out Devour. There we go. He's also got the fairly early Midas as well, so this is starting to make a little bit more sense, except in the past, you know, jungling. Jungling seems to be the way to go. And Chaos Knight looks like he's working towards a fast BKB, has picked up an Ogre Club. Meanwhile, the pressure is on bottom again. The arrow gets sent searching, doesn't find a target though. Wagamama just going to dance back there. They're not really getting the push on this tower either. Now they're looking for a ganky mid. Vigos actually fairly low on health as well as Wisp low on mana as well. I don't think they can really fight that, especially with... Nope. Trying to reality rift a creep there for whatever reason. I'm not dead sure. But yeah, they can't really get aggressive at the moment. Puck does have his ult up. And there's still a Rev Ward up there as well. We're probably going to... I don't think we've seen the last of this pressure on Rishon. Rishon currently 0-3, really not having a good day up there. Going to check the goal graph. 5k lead at the 8-minute mark. Not healthy. The Radiant taking that one. Also a 4k experience lead for the Radiant side. Meanwhile, Doombringer up to 40 CS. So Doom is actually getting kind of farmed at the moment. Of course, he's got his Hand of Midas as well, but he's still a little bit behind it. And we see the... Oh, they get the Doom down, but the auto attack should finish Wagamama here. The lack of armor will do him in. Of course, Frieza though, instant trouble. Illusory Orb will hit him there. We see a Waning Rift hitting him just barely, but Doom will take the kill there with the silence. And Illuminate being channeled, only hitting Creep. And finally, Pulse racking one up on the board, although at the same time it's sort of a bit of a screw you revenge kill. Mirana did get the experience as well as the money for her kill there on Doom. Now Sunstrike coming in, Pinoy with a 4-second stun as well. He will get cleaned up. And now Fishbone, dual breath there. Looks like, nope. Come with me, not able to save him there. As he's now going to move in behind him. Actually going 3v1, needs to be careful here. Level 5 at the moment. As we see Vigos now getting clipped there by the Ice Path. Dual breath as well, getting sped up though. Oh wow, Illuminate doing a fair amount of damage, but not enough to finish him. Keeper of the Light still, oh wow, actually it's still near level 1, Illuminate, so he's actually maxing track, and he actually got Mana Leak. It's an interesting decision. Don't usually see early Mana Leaks like this on Keeper of the Light. That is definitely a very different build.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
An arrow getting thrown out there, not going to hit anything. Illuminate still doing some serious damage to Wisp. And now the port in from Sony. Sony's ready to fight. He's going for Yules at the moment. Wagamama with no boots is vulnerable. Cold Snap on him. Gonna proc a couple of times. The Ice Path sent in to defend him. And will clip 2 heroes. He should be able to escape here unless Enigma can get him with the stun. You see that the sheer damage that Invoker is dealing with his auto attacks. Just because of the entire complete lack of armor. Oh, Sunstrike. Fortunately, Doom's slow pace without boots saves him there. Had he had boots, I swear that would have killed him. Klink's currently sitting on 0-3 still. Not a great day for him. Bottom tower about to fall here. Oh, Mirana leaps into the fray. Gets a kill there on Doom. Cleans him up with a Starfire. Will we get the auto attacks to finish off Freeze? Freeze burning there from Dual Breath. The Glimpse of Cure as well. Looks like Bonzi is going to get taken out as well. Pops out the Illuminate. Doesn't actually take anyone with him though, and they will get the tower kill to boot. No, it's a 3-for-1 trade in the tower kill. Puck actually finishing off Invoker. But overall, a great trade there for Absolute Legends. Meanwhile, oh no, Klinks again. That's 0-4. 0-4, and he's only got 37 CS at the 11-minute mark. That's painful. That is indeed painful. And now Pinoy now has got an illusion, has got a regeneration room bottled up there. He's also, I think that's working. Looks like he's going for an early Yules. Normally we see the rush Blink Dagger on Puck, but I think he's realized, you know, I need an early item here. And Yules is, it's kind of like, it's good defensively in the same situation as a Blink Dagger is, because
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
it just gives him that extra dodge, but at the same time it's not as good as a Blink Dagger, because obviously phase shift and a blink out is a really difficult way to get killed if you've got that combo up. And naturally he wants it for he wants the blink for the initiation value as well. Freezer should be okay. I think that's only a level 1. Should only be a level 1. Yeah, it's only a level 1 dude. There's no way that's going to kill him. We see Wisp actually tethers him up and thinks about throwing down an urn. He's actually going to take her back to the fountain. Wisp performing taxi duties there. Meanwhile, Vigos is just completely free farm. Decides he's actually going to finish off his Drums of Endurance first before going for the BKBs. See the ports coming out towards the bottom lane. Puck being left to his own devices there. Invoker heads bottom. Looks like Mania, who has Black Hole prepared. If they can get a Black Hole with a Chaos Meteor, oh my god, will that sting. Another port coming in as well. Mirana, oh no, Mirana doesn't have her ult yet. I was about to say if Mirana had her ult, that would have set up the Black Hole combo. I mean, I'm really surprised a lot of these, like, the Miranas I've seen in a while, they just do not get the ult, which is kind of expensive, but if you pop it, it can set up these huge fights. Like, all it has to do is set him in, as it looks like I think Klink's probably died again. Yes, he's dead again. There we go. I see Chaos Knight get a kill, and I know who's dead. It's Klink's. Every time Klink's tries to get a bit of farm, Chaos Knight is all over his case. He's now 0-5. Let me bring up the GPM at the moment. Klink's currently sitting on 226. The net worth 5k plus there for two of the Radiant heroes. I see, oh, it's Illuminate, still only level 1, I think. Sunstrike getting thrown in, yields Sunstrike combo. There's the Black Hole, it only catches Fishbone though. Bonza moving in, there's that Chaos Meteor I was talking about, Deafening Blast as well. They should get the kill in the Malefice to finish him up. This is what I mean, you grab 3 or 4 heroes there with that Black Hole. If you use Mirana's ult to get them in there, it's crippling when you throw in a Chaos Meteor as well. I suppose Enigma... Oh, okay, fair enough. He's managed to get a Blink Dagger up and running, so he doesn't really need the Moonlight Shadow anymore. So never mind, I'll retract that statement. I still like it. I really do like the early Mirana Ultimate. Still feel it's definitely worth the level. Even though, of course, it is expensive as hell. Granted, though, 6.76, it's getting cheaper. Meanwhile, it looks like Pulse, they will be grouping up in mid. And I hear a Wisp. There it is. Uh-oh, Klink's dusted up. Here we go. Reality Rift. Ice Path trying to save Klink. 3 seconds done. Sunstrike coming in as well. His death packed it up though. He's hard to kill. Finally, Klink gets some revenge and Wisp dies a horrible, painful, burning death. And whoa. Okay, at the start of the cast, I said that Naltalis is probably just the base stats and it won't be used for anything. He decides to turn it into a Dagon. There you go, Pulse. They grab a Dagon on their puck. I thought that was also going to be turned into a Yules. There you go. I was really not expecting the Dagon. It's honestly not a fantastic farm puck, to be honest.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But we'll see. I think he's probably just gone screw it. Screw it, I'm going to buy a Dagon because, you know what, I want to kill somebody. I hate these people and I want to kill somebody. In fact, right now Puck is probably... Who's he had the most issues with? He was mid. He probably wants to beat up Invoker. Actually, yeah, Invoker had that sort of a joke moment, got the first blood on him. Oh, not first blood, actually it was the second kill. On him in mid with the help of Wisp. Actually, he probably just wants to burst down Wisp. Of course, Wisp being a huge pain in the ass there when comboing with the Chaos Knight. Now we've got Rishon moving forward to get... Is he about to die once again? Gets scouted out by the Guardian Orb Series. It looks like the Illusion... Oh, the Illuminate will do a ton of damage. Arrow gets thrown through. Actually hits Bonza there. Gets a huge kit on him there. 5 second stun. Doom is down again though. They've popped the Dream Coil though. Does a lot of damage. Ice Path gets thrown in there for good measure. Captures Vigos. As it looks like we've also only lost Doom. Invoker is dead as well. They've lost Wisp. Invoker. It's a 2-for-2 trade though as they pick off Puck as well. And it looks like they will... Bonza manages to disengage there. Just barely. And somehow, Klinks doesn't die. Klinks is probably... I don't know, counting his lucky stars. He didn't get clipped in the middle of that. No, Pinoy is not Mini. Mini is Mini. I'm pretty sure that Bonza there is a stand-in.
Invisibility.
See Wisp up in the top lane, still skulking around. Actually, if they got their mech finished, they really could do with a mech. Of course, it makes him much more durable. Invoker though finished his Yules, of course. That is, oh, he's had that for a while now. Yules, of course, with the Sunstroke Meteor combo is a really fantastic way to set up. Oh boy, Wisp about to regret sitting up here against. Nope, decides not to chase Rishon. Yeah, okay, he has no mana to chase really. I think he's waiting. Chaos Knight. Guess who's about to die? He doesn't even have mana for... Oh, there we go. He's just got mana for his Windwalk. Reality Rift coming in here. Do they have a Dust ready? No, they do not, but they'll just rely on the mass stuns there to clean them up. Invoker actually getting the kill there. But now the counterattack from Pinoy, although Tether's out. Mana Leak will set up a stun there on Come With Me. It looks like Come With Me will fall. Illuminate going to do not that much damage. Still in level 1, but dies there to the Tether Snap from Dream Coil. So they get a revenge kill, but at the same time, it was Klink's, and they're slow. He still doesn't have his second Oblivion Star. So the Invoker now going to put pressure in on this mid tower. Should be able to take... Oh, no, counter push there from Keep it light is always quite painful. Level 2 Illuminate at the moment. Now the push here from Pulse are they're finally looking to get some traction with a couple of towers. Taking the mid one, looking to take the second one as well though. Here comes the Ancient, here comes the Wisp there as it looks at the Macropie gets thrown in for the 4 seconds down the Black Hole as well, catching both heroes. Pinoy is about to fall. Fishbone now in some serious trouble. The Macropie on Chaos Knight is not even a factor. Throws out a final Ice Path. That's not enough. They kill Wisp, but they lose 3 heroes in the process. Vigos just manning up and taking him out. He's got enough for his BKB as well now.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Mirana, she's gone for the early Yasha. Looks like she's going straight for a Manta Style. I'm just wondering if she'll go for it. I'm just wondering if she'll do a BKB after she'll do the old... Oh wow, the Yule's up the Blinks there. Also the Meteor as well. They get the kill as well. And this is what I mean, that Yule's is so good for the Exort Quas Invoker. You set up the Sunstrike, you set up the Meteor, even if it's a couple of seconds on it, even if the Meteor only hits for a couple of seconds, it does so much damage. And then Mirana just helps him clean up the kill there. Klink's now 2 and 7. Oh, poor region, poor region. Doomringer now. I think that might be Blade Mail possibly. He's looking for Blade Mail. Not only will it will help reflect some damage back, but I think it's mostly just because it's a cheap source of armor. And as we've discussed before, armor is a huge issue for Doombringer. He's very, very squishy without any armor, because he has such a pathetic base agility gain and a base armor. Now Mania throwing up another ward. They're going to look for the gank here on Mania. They've got the Doom up. No, there we go. The Tether as well there from Dreamcall. Crits him down, I think, with the Alpha. No, it's not an Alpha Wolf. It's just a plain old hit there. Here comes the Sunstrike. Wagamama in some serious trouble. Wagamama is dead. Can we see a Reality Rift? They get the double stun there on both heroes. Can we see a Cow Spot 1 second away? Looks like he'll just try and club him to death. Ice Path. Jakiro going to toss. Note the Dual Breath. A godlike right now for Vigos. He's still got both his stuns up. He could throw it down now. Oh, the Macropie gets thrown in. That looks like they might just back off here. And in fact, well, maybe not. I mean, Freeze just says, you know, I'm just going to play around the Macropie because I can, because I don't care. Puck is now back in the mix. Puck has got Waning Rift up, and Mirana just leaps out of the fight, bottling up as well. And Vigos still has his godlike streak intact. I think they traded a few too many heroes there, possibly. Although, naturally, they did lose Enigma before that gank there, so could have been worse. They would have liked to pick up the Klink, so can he take... Oh, what the... Klink's just running straight past him there. I think he decided, you know, I can't kill him quickly enough. It looked like he was pretty low, though. Maybe it would have been enough, maybe not. I guess he was worried about getting stunned and then comboed by anybody nearby that he couldn't see. And, of course, Rishon has plenty of reason to be scared. People have been jumping him all game. Mirana now, she's got enough, pretty much got enough for a Manta Style. Sends out an arrow to search. Not going to find anything though. Looks like Jakiro is working on a 4-staff. It's an all-round useful, just a useful item to have to help kite the ever nasty Chaos Knight. Enigma still working on his BKB there. Has got a blink BKB. Do they have? They still don't have a mech anywhere. They really could do with a mech actually. Wisp loves his. In fact, he's building one right now. I was going to say Wisp loves his mech. Of course, as a primary support though, he's not going to get it too quickly. Guess they're more worried. I think they're more worried about Enigma though, getting his BKB at the moment, just to cancel some of those long-range stuns. Of course, he can still be Doom right through. Actually, Doombringer looks like he might not be going the full Blade Mail. He's just gone for a bit of raw health there with the Vitality Boost. Well, he might just sit on the Chainmail and go for Assault Curious afterwards. And now we've got Absolute Legends. They're looking to push this bottom lane once again, put pressure on the top, on the bottom racks here. We've seen Illuminate thrown in, plus the ult there as they blink in. Puck dives in there with the blink, trying to set this fight up. Gets Yules though. He's in some trouble. There's the Chaos Meter. The Ice Path gets thrown in for good measure, but the BKB from Vigos does not give a damn about anything Renal. As they hear the Doom, it's been thrown on Chaos Knight. Going to prevent those stuns. There's a Black Hole catching out Wagamama. Macropie. Wagamama taking a lot of damage. Takes out Invoker though. Also Enigma's dead as well. Ice Path again. Now Mirana wading into the fray. Chaos Knight is still in the mix as well. Reality Rift there with the Tether stun on Klink. Klink's so going to look to pick off Come with me. He's down as well. Blink in from Puck. Gets down, gets a Rowley ripped off, gets a Waney ripped off as well. Now Vigos in some serious trouble. Might lose his streak here. Still running for his life. He's trying to get his items off the courier. Going to teleport out, and finally, Pulse getting some traction there, although at the same time they did have a buyback from Twin-Headed Dragon. They might actually get Mirana, seeing as Clinks is definitely speedier here. She's throwing in an arrow, and she will pay for her life. Pay for it with her life. No! Leaps away at the last second, disjoining that last searing arrow, and then teleports out home. Frieza barely escaping by the skin of his teeth. Chaos Knight now working on his own. I'm assuming that's going to be an Assault Curious. Of course, negative armor against Doom generally pisses Doom off to no end. Still feel they really... I still feel that they probably should have gone for... they should have gotten someone else to build the mech, because Wisp is not going to have that mech in any reasonable amount of time, and he really needs to A, help his survivability, and B, also help CK just sort of stand up in the fights a little bit more. And the Orchid is done. He's going to try and clean up Mania. Look at this Mania just melting. The damage out will finish him. And Orishan, now is his time to get some revenge. Nope, not happening. Never mind. Orishan probably patting himself on the back there, immediately getting smacked in the face by an arrow. Frieza shutting him down there, getting a revenge kill straight away. And we see that Vigos still with his beyond godlike streak, 11, 0, and 6. And now they're going to dive in. It's going to make that 12, 0, and 6. Fishbone, the next one to die here. No, the blinding light is thrown in, but there's the BKB. It won't stop him. He can get a crit in here, even nope, just Reality Rift, and there's a crit. Cleans him up. And now runs his way back, but however, it looks like they managed to lose Wisp in the process. Now Chaos Knight, is he going to be able to teleport out here? No, he's stuck here with a tether. He gets cleaned up by the Silence, and there he goes. Drops the gem as well. Although the Dire team, nope, they notice, and they give it to Keep It Alive, and there we go. Beyond Godlike streak dropped. 12 kills, 1 death, and 6 assists. We see Doom there saving up cash now. 1,600 in the bank. Meanwhile, Mirana, though, of course, is getting a fair amount of good farm. The net gain, though, you see their Puck is actually catching up, so is Doom. They were a lot worse off before. Of course, Klink's still working his way back up as well. I think Pulse, I think Absolute Legends probably want to get their BKBs finished, and rather their Mirana BKB finished fairly soon, and then make their move. They don't want to waste too much time. But Mirana going toe-to-toe here with Klink. She's not going to come out too well, though. The mech gets popped in there, of course. Bonza shows up as reinforcements and helps Klink overpower Mirana, but here we go. Counter-attack up here. Yule's here on Keep It Alive. Here's the Sunstrike. Gonna hit him. The Cold Snap as well. Look at Keep It Alive just melt. They recover the gem. Mirana being healed up there, I believe, by the Urn charges.
Radiant's top tower
And Klink's deciding just to back down. And it looks like they might decide to go for Roshan, or they might not. No. Maybe. They've got Black Hole up, so they probably could afford to try. Now Sony going to be taking a lot of damage. Roshan having none of that, bashing him repeatedly. And now Chaos Knight coming in, but Puck throwing in the illusion drop. He could dive in here and start off this fight if he wants to, although his teammates are not really close enough. I think Absolute Legends are changing their mind about doing... Yeah, they're changing their mind about doing Roshan. I do agree with that. If Puck got in there with Dream Coil and then they follow up with a Macropire, that could kind of screw things up in that confined environment. Even with the backup of a Black Hole, I think it's probably the smartest choice to back off there. Invoker carrying the gem now that was recovered. Meanwhile, mid Mirana gets gangbanged 5v1 there. Orchid was... Oh, wow, oddly enough, Orchid was not used in that fight. I figured she would have been silenced and then taken out. Now the push here. Pulse are actually fighting back quite nicely.
Radiant's middle tower is under
See the
attack.
gold swing at the moment still definitely favours Absolute Legends. 8k advantage now on the gold. At 5k advantage, Absolute Legends kind of need to make their move. If they wait too long, Pulse are going to start getting some critical farm and clicks. If he gets a BKB up, that's going to be a bit of bad news here for Absolute Legends. They kind of need to make a move sometime in the next 5 to 10 minutes. They really don't want to waste too much more time here. Mirana has a decent amount of GPM, but it's not overpowering considering both Doom and Puck have caught up quite a bit there. Doom was never really that far behind. Nope, Doom actually wasn't going for Assault Curious, it was actually a Blade Mail. This will at least help prevent, well, at the very least, it's going to give him some extra armor. He definitely needed that quite badly. And it's also going to help prevent people from focusing down the fights. Of course, he's going to have that healing from Burning Field, so if we can prevent, 3-4 seconds of someone not hitting him, that will just buy him a little bit more time to heal up. Now, Puck appears to be building his Hex now, I believe. Neither team having any wards up at the moment. Of course, the Radiant having a gem on hand so they can counter ward quite easily. Dire not having the same luxury. And there we go. Chaos Knight still working towards his Assault Cuirass. There we go. Tether in once again. Going to heal up Vigos. The defense, though, is not really being mounted. Meanwhile, Doom is busy in the middle of nowhere. Puck also in the wrong location. They can teleport back, though, if necessary. I think they're going to buy time for Vigos just to wail away on this tower. There we go. Glyph is being popped. Other ports coming back. I can't see any on the map. As the Ice Pass is thrown out. There we go. Phantasm used. The Blinding Light thrown in the mixer. But Rishon gets melted by the CK illusions. Macro Pyro is thrown in. Clinks has to buy back. And now the counterattack from Pulse is coming. Mirana, though, popping her ultimate to help them retreat. It looks like they're deciding to back off. However, Black Hole is still there. They might decide to counterattack again. Ice Path thrown in for good measure. 4-star in from Invoker. It's going to pick up the Doom. Here comes the combo. And he does it. Oh, look at the damage. Nearly gives Sony from the Blade Mail. Sony barely escapes there. Puck dives in. Illuminate doesn't quite get him. Puck now shifting away. As we see the Black Hole only catching Fishbone. He needed to catch Rishon. Rishon now destroying Mania. Man, they died team. They popped the mech. As it looks like we're going to lose the Wisp. Wisp is dead as well. Mirana on retreat. And that Blade Mail completely wrecked Invoker and forced him out of the fight. And they do not have the mech or the pipe to heal him up. A good phase shift there from Puck. Fast fingers allow him to dodge the arrow. As we get another Illuminate thrown into the mix there. But Puck now copying a 3-second stun. And Sunstrike as well. Mirana will take the kill though. But the silence from the Orchid thrown in on Mirana. She's trying to stay away from Clinks there. Clinks however can get beaten on by these two heroes here, Invoker as well as the Chaos Knight. The stuns are stacked on. Cold Snap as well as the 3-second Chaos Bolt. Did they have a gem on them? Oh yes, Invoker. He didn't actually get taken out in that fight. Wagamama now returning to the top lane to continue farming. I really that Blade Mail. Oh well, I think Sony is Sony is going to think twice about trying to combo Doombringer now. He might use him, but he's not going to follow up with a Sunstrike and a Meteor. Not a chance. Pulse, though, managing to stall for time. This is working out for them, I think. They're buying time for Clinks, although Clinks, you see, he's gradually getting that BKB out. If they can stall for long enough, they've got a good shot here. But at the same time, AL, have they got, again, Mirana close to the BKB. She needs about 600 or so gold. She can finish that up. I'm definitely a little worried for them, though. They do need to mount an attack, and I feel like they really need that mech finished sometime soon on Wisp before it becomes fairly irrelevant.
Haste.
I feel like if they had a mech and a pipe at this point in time, they could pretty much finish these pushes. It's just their durability in these fights is not good enough. They're getting a few kills here and there, but they're taking a lot of damage in these fights at the same time. And when it comes down to a buyback or two, or just they're not able to finish the push, they get a couple of kills, but they have to back up. Even if they're ahead on kills, they're too low to finish and seal the deal. And this, I think, is playing to Pulse's advantage of just allowing them to stall this game out. So I'm a little worried in that respect for Absolute Legends, but we'll see. We'll see. Wagamama, another 1k in the bank. What is he going to buy next? Will he actually go for the full-on Radiance, or will he just buy more defensive items? I think he needs something aggressive now, because he's going to have to, obviously he needs to go. He needs to be able to take on this Chaos Knight at least a little bit in the late game. Chaos Knight, though, he has finished his Assault Cuirass. And that is going to sting for Doom. It's a lot of negative armor for him, considering it's more than... it's pretty much half his armor gone. Pinoy, though, still working towards that Hex. Mirana now, BKB finished as well. Definitely what she needed for these fights. She's been a little bit too squishy. Enigma, BKB done. What else have we got here? I actually might just bring up the item tab. So, mech's been done on Keeper Light for quite some time now. Nothing really new on the die. So, Radiant side as well. Again, no real new items. Sony has picked up an Ultimate Orb though, so I assume a Hex is being built by him as well. As we see, a bit of a team jungling happening here from Pulse. Pulse being relatively defensive. I don't blame them. This is what Pulse need to do. They do need to stall and turtle up. They don't really want to get on the offensive here because they're likely to get picked up with the Chaos Knight and Wisp combo. As well as the fact Blink Black Holes are always a huge scare factor for them. So just pulling back and just catching up. Especially since the late game from Mirana, as well as CK, can, I think, be outdone by the Clinks. As we see his bony crotch has been there all game for some reason. I don't know why. Kind of feel like Enigma could do with something like a Ghost Scepter as well. Just keep Clinks off him. Although that said, there's still a lot of magic damage on there. Obviously, if he gets hit by a Doom or a nasty level death, or even the Illuminate or the Macropie, could cause a critical amount of damage. But of course, it will help him from being slammed by Clinks at the very least. And he has been getting target fire by him.
Invisibility.
Right now though, AL, they are attempting to clean up Roshan. They have been spotted by the Illuminate. That looks like they may decide to back off here. Doombringer 2k in the bank. It looks like he might be going for the full Radiance here at the moment, just to give him a bit more offensive power. A lot of pinging happening around the Roshan pit, but oh no, Puck gets caught out this time around. Mass stun, that Reality Rift and Tether combo is just ridiculous. And now they have the 4v5 advantage. It looks like Absolute Legends will decide to go for this Roshan attempt. Enigma will hang back, although he's a little bit too close here. Actually, they're way... Oh, that is so smart there. Allowing Mania to sit there invisible. He could have actually set up a fight if he wanted to with a black hole. Actually, yeah, he has a black hole, could have gone for it. Now Clink's being target fired by the Invoker combo. Here's a black hole catching two heroes there. Clink's and the Twin-Headed Dragon, both of them are dead. And it looks like both of them will be taking this. It's a 3v2 situation at the moment. Puck, though, is back in the mix. Doombringer also being cleaned up in that fight. Puck's now getting hit. No Blinky away, but he's been hit by Cold Snap. Phase shifting as well. Tether about to stun him, as he gets hit by the Tornado as well. Tether has managed to stun him. Pinoy is dead as well. And they can push in for the racks. 4 heroes dead for the next 30 seconds or so. Invoker picks up his Hex. And I think this is a Rax for sure. Unless, unless Keeper Light can pull out some miracles. Of course, he does have a level 3 Illuminate, which he can spam, but still not really reading it in, especially since Chaos Knight, who can just push the tower, or he can dive past the tower for no good reason because he wants to look for a kill. And there we go. We've got we could have 4 Gem Elementals. Yeah, there we are. The 4 Gem Elementals have been popped out. The Eidolons have been popped out as well. Still 10 seconds on the nearest. There are actually no 2 seconds on Doom. He'll be back up, but this Rax is going to fall very, very rapidly. It will not be in time. And now Absolute Legends, they can just disengage now. No need to stay there and fight. They got what they came for, and they're going to actually swing around to mid to see if they can push that. Some of the ults are still... actually, no, Doom is back up. They see the Ice Path come out. They're just going to try and clean up some minions. Clinks with his Death Pact on still hasn't quite managed to grab up that BKB. They get a second tower there in the mid as well. And as it is, Pulse, whatever traction they were gaining, it has been lost. It's a 14, you see quite sharply there, 14k jump. Rather, a 14k lead now for the Radiant side. Absolute Legends, also 15k plus experience lead as well. As we check on the net worth, 15k there for the Chaos Knight, 15k for Mirana, and a 14k for the Invoker. Doombringer, 11k, unfortunately falling behind in the end. Invoker though, just helping Chaos Knight farm. Chaos Knight has also picked up a Reaver as well, working towards that heart. Has got a haster. In fact, it looks like he's just going to gun for a killer. Rogamama is his target as he gets a 900 damage crit there. 4-staff. Doom gets 4-staffed away. Great play there, but Deafening Blast into Chaos Meteor will finish him. Illuminate. And Doom is actually managing to hit the Chaos Knight here, but it looks like he's just going to slam Jakiro. Jakiro is down. Rishon now the next target of Chaos Knight's attention. Chaos Knight's all over. He's still got the Aegis, so Tether in. As it looks like he's going to take... Vigos will take the Clinks as well. And EMP gets thrown in for good measure. EMP not doing a whole lot actually. Wagamama is back in the mix, but here we go. Do we have a black hole? No, it's on cooldown, but just a stun there. Doom will get taken out. Illuminate gets thrown in for a good measure, but unfortunately, Pulse, they've called the GG. They know it's over. That would have been a mid-rax as well. And Absolute Legends, they pull this series back 2-1. In all honesty, I question Pulse's antics in this third, Pulse's lineup in this third match. I really thought Doom would just go into the jungle and farm like crazy. They would put Clinks in the mid. But as it was, they sent Clinks to the wolves, really. There was nothing he could do against that lane. Wisp, Chaos Knight, and then an offensive jungling Enigma. There was not a damn thing Rishon could do. I really thought they should have done something like rotated or something, but as it was, absolute legends overpowering Pulse. They're taking this series 2-1, and we will be talking to Come With Me in a moment, so stick around, guys. Get prepared to ask some questions. Of course, I do field some community questions. I know a couple of you had some questions previously that didn't get asked, so make sure you start spamming them again. But guys, stay tuned. We're moving into this interview in just a second, and again, congratulations to Absolute Legends.